previously.
If you can be willing to give it another go, then I reckon I could forgive and forget.
Maybe it's the guilt. It's stopping you from allowing yourself to be truly happy.
Thought I told Courtney that I wanted a classy event.
You listen to me, Gary. I did what you told me, but now the whole thing's got out of hand.
I've just decided to surprise Tyler instead.
Tyler!
Louise McLeod is the nurse that was injured. They were romantically involved.
At first, all I wanted was the boot.
I don't want to hear it.
Well, we've got his briefcase. We could hang on to it.
His death has been ruled as suspicious and is now under investigation.
Everybody needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
I left the gala about an hour before the fireworks and I went straight home.
And you didn't see or hear anything unusual from the canning house next door?
No.
And you stayed home all night?
Yes.
Can anyone vouch for that?
Well, I live with my two brothers, but one of them's overseas and the other one is, well, hasn't been home much lately.
Chewy? Trying to give up smoking. Wife says she'll divorce me if I don't. And tell me about this harassment complaint. I got Mr. Roach's side of the story, but not yours.
Yeah, well, there's no truth to it. He knew I was onto him.
Onto him?
Well, onto the fact that he wasn't the man that he was making out to be. And he wanted to discredit me.
So you never harassed him in any way?
No, I did not.
Yet Senior Sergeant Lake tells me that you're responsible for Mr. Roach being treated in hospital. Speaking of, you also took a keen interest in a Louise McLeod after being expressly told to keep your distance.
Well, I had good reason to be suspicious, and I've since been proven correct.
How?
I have CCTV footage from Port Lincoln Hospital that clearly shows Hamish and Louise entering my father's room moments before his death.
You're saying that this couple killed your father?
Well, at first we thought it was a second heart attack. But yes, I think they were involved.
Did you tell anyone here about it?
I only received the footage last night and I needed time to think.
So you were home alone last night, believing that Hamish Roach was responsible for the death of your father. Then, next morning, in the neighbouring house, Roach is found dead.
I can assure you, I had nothing to do with it.
You consistently disobey orders and take matters into your own hands. I'm going to need more than your assurance.
Hey, have you spoken to Pipes yet?
When I spoke to her yesterday, she said she was turning her phone off so the study session wouldn't be disturbed. You know, she's been working really hard lately. I think I might take her out for dinner tonight.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I hope she got some sleep at Lee Kim's house. You can't study anything if you're exhausted.
I know the feeling. Gabe was up all night and Clementine didn't stop scratching at the door.
Well, it was a late night and an even earlier start. But hey, look, it was all worth it.
Wow, is that just from the bar?
Yeah, and opening up the rooms for the fireworks.
Have you deducted the cleaning costs?
Yep.
Wow. So Courtney's idea made us profit.
Anyone can have one good idea.
Well, that's not all she's done. Have you seen our social media coverage? She's all over it.
Yeah, literally.
Look, I know you didn't like the costumes, but they got people talking. Look how many likes and shares we've got. It's great promotion.
Yeah. It's a great idea. Is that what you want me to say?
Yeah. But I think you should say it to her. Credit where credit's due.
You understand that they're going to need to talk to us.
Yeah, but is there somehow we can avoid it?
Mum, the guy died in our backyard. You were his scorned girlfriend, and I'm surprised that they didn't take you in first.
I know. But do you think this is the way we should go?
The less we know about each other's movements, the better. It's called plausible deniability. Believe me, it's the only way to go.
Sheila Canning? Detective Bill Graves. I was hoping that you could come down to the station and we could have a chat about anything unusual you may have seen last night.
It's all right, Mum. I mean, someone else can clean it up.
No. I can do it. I can do it.
Yeah, she's still in a state of shock. Yeah, I'm a bit worried that the stress might bring on another attack.
Attack?
Yeah, she's got a heart condition. So, I mean, if it's all right, could we come down to the station later? I think it'd be a good idea if she rested up first.
Come down when she's feeling better.
Thanks, Detective.
You're a great kid, Tyler, that's all.
Hamish has been found dead in Sheila's Spa.
Tyler, you've got so much potential and you're wasting it on these people.
What do they think happened? We're not sure yet. We're with you. Me, Aaron and Mum. We'll get through this together.
Tyler Brennan?
Yes?
Detective Bill Graves. I've been talking to your brother down at the station.
Why isn't he home yet?
Well, I left him with some colleagues to pass on what he knows. In the meantime, I'd like to have a word with you.
Yeah, sure.
Your brother tells me you haven't been home much lately, so I was curious to know if that included last night. Planning on going somewhere?
I was meant to be going sailing to Queensland with Hamish this morning.
Are you a business person as well?
No.
That Hamish was. Is that Hamish's? What are you doing with it?
Well, it got dropped here last night. We don't know who by. Maybe Louise?
Why would she do that?
Maybe she wanted me to know how terrible my father really was.
After I examine this case, I'd like to have a word. Keep your phone close. I'll call.
Courtney. Look, whatever it is that I've done wrong, I don't want to hear about it right now, so can you just write it down on that long list of gripes and just tell me tomorrow?
You know what? If I did have any gripes, that's exactly what I'd do. But I wanted to congratulate you.
What?
Well, for your ideas for the gala. They paid off, so well done.
You know, no one ever gives me compliments. Yeah, sure, on how I look, but never on my ideas. And you've never given me credit for anything. You know, and I should be used to it because my dad never does. It's
Well,
just...
he should. You know, your social media skills have been outstanding. You've already boosted the hotel's profile.
I'm really glad that you think that because, you know, I think we should do more big events like that and we can use the photos from last night to promote it. There's actually a few of you I'd really like to use.
Oh, no, look. No, just use the ones that you're in, that's fine.
No, but I'm not the heart and soul of Lassiter's. You are. So I insist you be in them.
Yeah, sure. We do a reshoot.
That's actually a great idea.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, but I'm not. We can do it right now.
No, hold on. Peg just taking my costume back.
No. We still have some of the waitstaff costumes. We can definitely pull something together.
No. They're way too raunchy.
They are hot and sexy, and you are hot and sexy, and this is your hotel, so we're gonna do it.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the update. Bye. That was the Port Lincoln Police. Apparently there were high levels of potassium found in Dad's blood when he died. It wasn't questioned initially because it seemed like a clear-cut heart attack. Now they're speculating that a large injection of potassium could have caused his death.
Administered by who?
Louise McLeod.
Yeah, they've issued a warrant for her arrest.
I need to go see the detective soon. Should I mention that?
Graves, did he come to see you?
Yeah, while you were out. He took Hamish's briefcase.
What did you say about it?
The truth, that I think Louise dropped it off.
Okay, well, it's done. I'll call Toadie and get him to go with you.
Aaron's flight's been delayed in Bangkok. He should be back tomorrow afternoon.
Can you tell him I'll pick him up?
I can't wait till we're all together again. I mean, the way Hamish pitted you against each other just makes my blood boil. I just hate the way this has all turned out.
All right, guys, the tea's ready. And I found some bickies in the cupboard.
Thanks, Paige.
Pipes, oh, please call me back. I know you might not want to speak to me right now, but something's happened to Hamish. I just really need someone to talk to right now. You're the only one I can really be honest with.
You are one hot mama.
Are you sure we've got the place to ourselves?
I've told you Paul's in the city. He's not going to be home for a couple of hours. Okay, now lean forward a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, this is not really appropriate for Lassiter's, is it?
Just shake off those inhibitions. Yes. Okay. I want to see your best. I'm a powerful woman. Don't mess with me. Stare. Come on. Yes, that's it. Okay. Now show me your come hither face. Perfect. Okay. Now I want a little bit naughty. Ooh. Cheeky wink. Give me a cheeky wink. And a smile. Amazing. Okay. Let's look at these.
Oh. Are you sure Paul's not due back?
Why do you care so much what he thinks?
Well, it's just not the best look, that's all.
You still in love with him?
No. Listen, what we had, it's in the past. You know, as long as you and Paul are generally happy, then I'm happy for you.
And what about Gary?
We're talking again.
Are you saying you might get back together?
I haven't decided. I'm just not sure if I deserve him.
That's crazy. Life's too short to just jam a heap of guilt into it. Plus, I have seen the way he looks at you.
Let's go through it one more time and make sure you've got it.
Mark told me about Louise, and I was so upset that I rang Hamish straight away. But he didn't answer his phone. So I texted him and still got no response, and that upset me even further. So Gary thought it would be nice if we stayed at the hotel for the night, you know, to cheer me up. So we checked in just before the fireworks and stayed in our rooms all night.
That's good, Mum. That's very good.
Yeah, but I still feel really sick about what happened.
Stop, Mum. I told you, we can't afford to know each other's story.
But what if the police check the times again?
I'm dealing with that. Mum, please.
Yep, that's the money shot right there.
Great. So, does that mean we're done?
Oh my God, Paul's meeting finished early.
Well, that's okay. He still has to get back to the city.
No, that message came through 30 minutes ago, which means he'll be here any second. Sorry.
It's okay. I'll just grab my stuff and go.
But don't you want to get changed first?
No, I'll change in my office. I'll give you the costume back later.
Terese.
Gary, what are you doing here?
Well, I came to see Paul. But I'm guessing he's indisposed.
No, Gary, wait! Wait! Gary, just wait. Gary, wait! Please, Gary, just wait!
Any cold in that?
Please, just let me explain. What you saw back there, it's not what you think it is. Paul wasn't even at home. I was with Courtney. We were taking photos. It was supposed to be a social media project for the hotel. Please, you have to believe me. I can't lose you again.
Yeah. Does that mean?
I hate what I've done. The guilt's what's holding me back from you. But life's too short. And I can't miss any more time with you. So if you think you can forgive me, then I can learn to forgive myself. And if you're willing to take me back, then I'm here. Just waiting for you to take me.
Let it be this one. Let it be this one.
A glass of your best Shiraz, thanks, Sheila. Tyler's gone in for questioning, and I need to calm my nerves.
You don't have to explain.
So how about us, huh? The exact same terrible taste in men. Russell always had a temper, but I can't believe how Hamish turned out to be so vicious. And to think now he might be responsible for Russell's death.
What?
Didn't Mark tell you?
He told me about the nurse, Louise, and how she and Hamish were together.
She was the one who helped him to do it. Poor woman was probably completely under his spell. I almost don't blame Louise for what she did to Hamish. I'm only sorry it happened at your place.
So you think she did it?
Who else would have? The two men I've fallen in love with both find a way to harm Tyler. I'm so glad you're here so I can talk about it like this, because I don't think anyone else would understand just how much I despise Hamish for what he has done to my boy.
So firstly, you discover that your father was responsible for the accident that got you fired from the garage.
Looks that way, yep.
Then you receive a phone call from your brother in Paris telling you that your father had swindled a woman, Elisa Gallo, and that he was in dire financial straits. And then you find out that someone, you believe Louise McLeod, dumped his briefcase on your doorstep. And in looking at the contents, well, you discover that your father has also been deceiving and swindling your siblings and yourself.
Yes.
And knowing Hamish had Russell's phone with him, well, the implication that Hamish was some way involved in his death, well, you must have been livid.
Yes, I was upset.
You don't need to talk about your emotional state, just the facts, Tyler.
What did you do when you learnt the full extent of your father's deception?
I went over to the Canning house.
To confront him?
Yes.
And did he deny your accusations?
No, he admitted everything. But he said he was desperate and that he cared about me.
How did you respond to that?
Well, I was confused. I didn't really know what to do, so I walked off and I kept walking all night.
So when you left him, he was alive and well?
Yes, he was.
Where have you been?
Yeah.
I was worried sick that detective would come and get me before you sorted everything out.
About that, I got a bit sidetracked. Paul wasn't there, but Terese was, and anyway, to cut a long story short, we're back together. Not that I'd be able to enjoy it with everything else that's going on.
You are back with her after everything she's done to you? Hang on. We can make that work for us.
No, Terese got into huge trouble for messing with evidence when Josh died. I can't ask her to do it again.
But if you're back with Terese, Paul is not going to help us.
Well, we don't have a choice.
Well, what if I tell the truth? That we checked in at 10:45 like we actually did?
It's useless as an alibi.
Well, as far as I know, everyone is pointing the finger at Louise. Oh, he's just walked in.
You just stick to the story that we told, including the check-in times. I'll deal with Paul.
There you are here. When you weren't answering my calls, I started to get worried.
Oh, sorry, I'm just a bit all over the place.
But you're okay to talk now, aren't you, Mum?
Yeah.
Well, then let's go make a start, shall we? And Mr. Canning, you're next.
I'll just get my bag.
He's just walking in. I've got to go, Toad. Thanks. Bye.
Are you okay? Can I get you anything?
Toadie said everything went as well as expected, but there was some question about where you went walking that night.
I really don't know.
Oh, darling, if you can try and remember, because at this stage it seems you were the last person to see Hamish alive. But it's all going to be okay.
And they're going to find the person who did this.
Who cares who did it? He deserves to die. Okay, I just need to find Piper.
Oh, hey, Tyler. I only just found out about Hamish. I'm so sorry.
Piper's missing.
What?
She hasn't been answering my calls all day.
Well, I mean, that's understandable.
I just went to Luke Kim's house, and she said she was never there. Piper called her yesterday, told her that she wanted to meet with me instead.
Okay, well, if she didn't, then where is she?
I don't know, and I'm starting to freak out. Have you heard from her?
I sent her a text earlier, but I haven't had a reply.
We need to find her.
Must see Neighbours.
You're putting me in an impossible position.
Well, they're my terms.
We always end up at the same place, except this time it's your little sister who's paying the price.
I can't stand this waiting and not knowing. If she didn't meet him, then where is she? I don't know.
Unmissable drama.